A sports romance with your FMC as your athlete, tons of banter, a wild night in Vegas that leads to an unwanted marriage, and it's a spicy rom-com. What am I talking about? Competitive Advantage by A.K. Landow. I did give this one 5 stars and 3 on the spice meter. Now this book is a standalone in an interconnected series. What that means is you do not have to read book 1 to know what's going on, but it does mean that you might get a few spoilers if you do not read book 1. Being someone who did read book 1, it really doesn't give a lot of spoilers away. So if you are not interested in reading book 1, that's okay. But I'm going to tell you, it is definitely worth reading book 1 if that is something you're interested in. Now, if you've not read any of A.K. Landau's sports series, then you may not be aware. All of her sports series do have the FMC as an athlete. This series in particular focuses on the female athletes being in basketball. Her previous series did have them as baseball. I know that is something that's completely unique that we do not see in sports romances, so it is something that I completely love. She does often have the MMC also in sports, so if that is something you're like, oh, I'm not sure I want to do this because I like the MMC being in sports, oftentimes the MMC is in sports as well, and in this one in particular, he is in sports. He does play football, so if that is something you're like, oh my gosh, I want the MMC to be in sports, guess what? He's in sports as well, so yay, he's in sports. He does play football. Now, this book does have very heavy enemies to lovers vibe because I'm going to tell you right now, these two cannot stand each other. That's when I say the banter is top tier because they bicker back and forth. Like when I say they cannot stand each other, they cannot stand each other. It is hilarious. And so when I tell you that they do not want their wild night in Vegas, what happens with it, and they end up in an unwanted marriage, when I tell you that they did not want this, they did not want this. So it's not a joke, and it's actually funny. So when they bicker and they banter, it's seriously, it's top tier, guys. It is great. So you heard me say that the book is rom-com and it's spicy. And so you know that a lot of the spice is going to have a rom-com feel, and it's going to be a little on the raunchier side and going to have a humorous backtone to it. And so just be prepared. It is going to have a very humorous and undertone to even the spice. It is going to be funny. You are going to laugh a ton. Now, just because it is a rom-com does not mean that it is not going to have some angsty moments and some more serious undertones and more serious topics. It definitely will. So be prepared. Just because it is a rom-com, you are going to have emotional moments. Your heart is going to hurt in some points. That is another thing that I love about this author, because while you are reading a rom-com, your heart is also going to be feeling, you are going to be invested emotionally in this book, because yes, you are going to laugh, but you also are going to be emotionally invested inside the book. Being that the book is a sports romance and the FMC does play sports, the book does have heavy on the team vibes, and it does rely very heavy on the friendship. If you're somebody who loves the friendship vibes inside books and teammate vibes, then you for sure are going to really like that part because it is heavy inside this book as well. So I am going to go ahead and give you a quick overview so you can decide whether you want to go ahead and read this book or not. Kennedy is Dalen's football coach's daughter, and she does play for the local women's basketball team. Kennedy is full of attitude and Dalen is full of jokes. They cannot stand each other. Playing in the same area, sharing friends, and supporting each other's teams often throws them in each other's way. The wild night in Vegas leaves them with a problem they cannot fix as easily as they expected. Now they are stuck as Mr. and Mrs. until an old judge says otherwise. After a while, the things they hate about each other doesn't seem so bad, and spending time together doesn't either. This book is available on Kindle Unlimited. I love this one, and I think you just might too.